Hello Libra, this video is what you can do for your mental health the week of the 7th through the 13th. Let's start off with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords fives talk about conflict and strife. So the Five of Swords, it talks about somebody feeling they have this imbalance in their thinking because they're feeling entitled. They feel they have to win no matter what. And then we have rebirth or the world in reverse, and the hermit is clarifiers. Now the hermit talks about going within to find your path, a path that's true to you and nobody else, and using that guiding light from your inner guidance, from your higher self, your higher soul. Rebirth and reverse, this is talking about a stagnation that has happened because you're not letting go of what no longer serves you. You've got this fear of rejection, and it creates this blockage. Not letting go is creating this blockage. It's causing you to not be in your abundance. Your mental health, this fear of rejection, because you think you have to win, it's causing this imbalanced thinking, and that's what the blockage is. The imbalanced thinking is the blockage. Thinking that you have to win, otherwise you'll be rejected. That's an issue that you need to go within and resolve. That might not be for everybody, but that is for some people. So then we have the Empress, and the Empress talks about nurturing. It talks about abundance. It talks about nurturing an idea from the very beginning all the way through to its birth, to its creation, its existence. And then we have the Three of Swords, the Six of Cups, Death, and the Six of Swords in reverse. So Death is talking about this transformation. There was, with this Three of Swords here, some sort of rejection, some sort of heartbreak, betrayal, something that you are learning from, some wisdom you are learning from that happened either in the past, or it has to do with your ability to be present in the moment and experience joy. And you are transforming it through learning from that heartbreak. But you want to be careful. The Six of Swords, it can talk about procrastination and not dealing with this unfinished business of this heartbreak. It can also talk about challenges and resisting that change. So when you're looking at your ability to nurture yourself, to bring about your abundance, to bring about change, to bring about your joy, and be present in the moment, you want to really focus on where you're feeling that resistance to change. Where are you afraid of this transition, out of this heartbreak, out of this pain? You're learning from it, but where are you afraid to let go of the past? Where are you struggling to let go of the negative thinking? That's what this is talking about. And then it's saying nurture that until you can let go of that heartbreak, that negative thinking. It's saying don't wallow in it, but nurture the your ability to heal from it, to learn from it, to gain wisdom from it, and transform it into something that's proactive in your life, something that brings you abundance in your life, and not something that weighs you down and holds you down. So really look at that resistance is kind of a red flag saying, hey, pay attention to me. This is where I need to work. Then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, clarified by Six of Wands, Justice, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands in reverse, and Six of Cups again. Okay, so Eight of Wands in reverse, they're really hammering home today that you are resisting change and you're having this imbalance and this confusion. And that's what Eight of Wands talks about. Six of Wands talks about a victory, a personal victory. And Justice is talking about balance. Once you are studying this situation and you're getting yourself in balance, and then you get, the page is like grabbing the strawberry here and looking at it and being like, oh, now I understand what's going on. So once you're studying and looking at this situation from the past and figuring out how it's blocking you from having your joy, from having good mental health right now, then you're gonna, drop these burdens. But Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands being in reverse and the Ten of Wands, it's saying that you're trying to avoid this. You're trying to get relief and you're trying to get simplification, but in a way you're also avoiding it. And Ten of Wands also talks about it potentially leading to burnout if you don't deal with this. So this change, you don't want to keep resisting it. You want to really, like I said, focus on learning from it. Focus on getting yourself, if Eight of Wands were in the upright, it would be talking about balanced action. Justice is talking about balancing your actions. It can also be talking about legal justice, but here to me it's talking about balancing your actions and learning from them, learning from this, not wallowing it, not giving into it, but moving forwards, okay, growing. And with the page, you might, pages also do talk about studying, so you might have to do some studying for this situation. We have Hierophant, King of Swords, Page of Cups, and King of Wands. Now the Hierophant, you have it twice. You have it once in the upright and once in the reverse. Excuse me, I'll do the upright first. So the Hierophant in the upright, this talks about tradition and ritual. It talks about getting information and knowledge from a higher source. Either, traditionally it's a priest. You can see it's a priest here. Whatever sort of religious higher person you would seek knowledge from for your personal beliefs. But it can also be somebody who's in education and medicine, who's anybody who has more knowledge about the situation than you do. To me, because we're talking about mental health, this would be seeking the services of a therapist and getting guidance from the therapist, right? King of Swords talks about observing actions before you take action on them and having leadership over your thoughts, being able to control your own thoughts through this guidance that you're getting. King of Wands talks about the vision for your life, where you want to go, and taking that leadership. These are both leadership positions. These are both fatherly figures. Kings are fatherly figures. So this is a leadership position, and this is you taking control once you've observed, taking control of where you want to lead your life and getting that inspiration for how to calm your emotions. What can you do that's maybe a small thing but leads to bigger things in terms of your emotional stability, in terms of not letting things that are overly emotional for you take over your thinking or take over your ability to guide your life the way that you want to. So you're seeking guidance on that. Then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And this can talk about materialism. It can talk about boasting or overindulgence, but it also talks about unrealistic expectations. So we have, for clarifiers, the Four of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse this time, or High Priest in reverse. So the Four of Swords is talking about contemplation, and the High Priest in reverse, this can talk about a couple of different things. It's definitely talking about your personal beliefs. So it can talk about rebelling or rejecting codes or values of others, or codes and values that you used to have, but now you're really taking a deep dive and you're thinking about them, and you see Cernunnos, or the devil here, sort of washed out underneath this, rock that this person is sitting on. Very tiny. And so you're thinking about this and you're looking into it and you're like, do I really want this? Is this something that I need? Is it something I want? The Hierophant in reverse can also mean bad advice. It can mean somebody who's corrupt. So really thinking about, when you're getting this advice, and, the King of Swords is saying, with the Hierophant in the upright, he's saying, really be discerning. Observe what's around you, what's going on, and think about what you're seeing before you're taking that action, before you're taking that leadership. So these are both cards of thinking about the situation deeply. So if you've got unrealistic expectations, be mindful of bad advice. Be mindful of people who are hypocrites and they're corrupt, but also it could be saying, your unrealistic expectations, overindulgences, and things like that could be something you need to think about and how it's affecting your personal values. And it could be something that you need to maybe reject, or you need to think about a little more deeply when you're conquering this negativity, when you're conquering your repressed emotions, your repressed beliefs about things. But you definitely need to put yourself into balance this week and stop resisting the change. Keep going keep focusing, keep pushing your growth forwards. Don't allow stagnancy out of fear. Let go of what you don't need anymore. Have a great week. Bye.